Hello, stream.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 44. We have a resub. Angel, thank you for the 67-month resub.
I can't believe it's been 67 months. Also, audio check was fine.
Fire butt cross chat.
Quick couple things before we get going. One, the reactive displays right here next to me on the screen are currently broken. So they're just the static images for now. Also, I am on baby duty. So, I may have to get up at some point. Hopefully not. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But, anyways, let's get into the game. So when last we left off, you guys staked out the goblin camp as ogres went in, and several hours later, the ogres came out with the druids that you were looking for. You ended up following the ogres away from the camp and into the forest. And you waited for the right time and attacked. And you took several of them out before they even knew what was happening.
We were stealthy and efficient.
And you took them so off guard that they did almost no damage to you guys. So, the ogres are now dead. And with that, Lim and the other druids come up to you and say, "That was quite the impressive display. Thank you so much."
And I am a little bit hurt. But
did I not ask at the end of last session
I'm
if
5
anybody
points
needed healing?
down, even with my max being at 33 again, rather than 28.
I swear I asked at the end of last session if anybody needed healing.
Well, and I didn't think I'd taken damage, but clearly I have. Otherwise, when I set my cap back, it didn't heal me.
Well, let's see.
It's
We
5
were
points
working
I can deal
on
with
releasing
that
the other people and everything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you are unchaining. I believe Sun picked the locks on the chains? Or did that not happen?
No, I picked the locks. I got a really high roll.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, you easily got the locks, the chains off their wrists. Yeah, and you guys looted the bodies of what little they had.
Yep.
Oh. Thank you so much for saving us.
You're welcome.
Right here. They all gather together with the other druids. However, can we thank you? We don't really have much.
As long as everyone is safe.
I'm more waiting for Lily's lead on what to say here.
I was more gonna ask if any of them knew healing so that we don't have to burn our spell slot to heal me up. Or anyone else.
The Lim would have a healer's kit. I was actually trying to look that up on how much that heals.
She has one too. It's normally just used to stabilize, but Nene's healer feat lets her do a 1d4 or something like that.
Gotcha, healer's kit. There it is. Yeah, it doesn't actually heal anything.
Not without the healer feat, no.
I mean,
Okay, so
I can heal you with a wand.
he pulls out a health potion.
Okay.
Here, take this. This should help.
I will take the health potion.
Okay.
Out of character, should we be asking where the possible other 4 are?
It's up to you guys.
Because you said there was 8
Mm-hmm.
missing.
I don't know that they would know, but we could ask.
Okay.
Why am I not finding this potion of health? Potion of healing. There it is. Jeez. Alright, so 2d4 plus 2.
Too long away from D&D?
I guess. So 7 points.
Cool. That puts me back at my current lowered max HP.
Potion is the least we can do after you helped rescue our kind.
I'm just glad everything turned out okay.
Yes.
Do you know?
We would not have been able to take these ogres out on our own.
It sounded like you had more people missing. Were they kept at the same camp as you at any point?
You're asking one of the captives that?
Yes.
One of the women stepped forward and say, yeah, there was 4 others with us for a time, but they were sold about a week ago.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
So we were too late there.
Yeah, it's that trail's gone cold.
I didn't see who to. We were kept in that room the whole time.
Okay. Well, it's possible that one among their number at the village may have the capability of sending
Mm-hmm.
to try to reach out to them later. We're not familiar, so us doing it won't help.
Right.
But I don't think we can do anything about that at this moment.
My best guess is get them back to safety.
Yeah, get them back to their village.
Yes. We will definitely take care of that. I think we're gonna try and move as stealthily through these woods as we can with them. You're welcome to come with if you want, but we might be moving at a slower pace than you'd like.
Question above board for the group. Since we do not have a Nihon Tiger today, would it make sense to, instead of playing his character at this point, have him escort them back?
I think that's a question for Meteor on what he's planned for the camp.
I was just gonna have him be like tired and so like take a nap in the back of the cart.
So he would
While
have been
somebody
out
else
of
drives.
any potential combat we did anyway.
Yeah. That was my plan.
Okay. Because
Okay.
I'm wondering if story-wise it would make sense to send him along as an escort and just meet up with him.
Right.
While we do our
Because
other
they are
mission.
they are very much pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they will be traveling at a stealthy pace, so about half the speed that you guys do.
Which means
we
we
could
could
probably
easily
catch up.
after. Yeah.
And they're talking to him about this, to Lim. We plan to use a less well-traveled path in order to try and keep out of sight.
Less well-traveled as in there's
So not the road.
Okay, which would make it difficult for horses and buggy.
Yeah, but if we were just sending Nihon on foot, it would be easier for him to follow along. My concern about the less travel road is you might not have as much civilization to deal with or travelers to deal with, but you may have more creatures.
Right. Well, that's where our invisibility will come in handy.
Okay.
Yeah, Nihon is about as good at
Stealthy as a rock
invisibility.
in water.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not particularly stealthy, no, but if they were worried about dealing with
so
danger on the way.
their plan is to turn everyone invisible. They have some means to
Do that.
keep themselves hidden.
Do they have a means to contact us should something happen?
Um,
Do any of them have sending or
let me check.
anything similar that they could use in the event of an emergency?
And this is why I thought we would be good to get the sending stones.
They have animal messenger.
Oh, that's fine.
Yep.
That'll do.
Yep. So yeah, they can definitely send a message if they get in trouble.
Well, then in that case. Do we want to take a short rest on our own while they head out before we go do anything, or are we good to just move on? I know San expressed interest in
Doubling
liberating
back.
liberating the
Liberating.
goblin camp of some of their ill-gotten gains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a quick rest, get
Yeah,
your
just
spells
a
back and
short
whatnot.
rest.
I will be liberating the gold very soon.
So
Thank you
the
very
short
much.
rest button.
Yeah, you can go ahead and hit your short rest.
And if anyone needs to attune to things, this would be when you would switch that.
Yeah, as you guys are sitting down to rest, Lim and all the other druids, thank you once again for helping them out, and then they start to walk away, and you just watch them one by one disappear into thin air.
Okay, I've changed my attunements while I did my short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are now short rested. What would you like to do?
I think we're gonna try to head back towards the goblin camp.
Okay, that's easy enough. So the plan then is to attempt to raid the village of the gold, correct?
Yep.
Yes. Preferably with some measure of stealth.
Right.
But
So let's go back to the goblin map. What time of day are you hoping to do this?
Night.
Imagine we'd have
My
better success
assumption
at
would be night.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna be waiting quite a few hours for that, because it's like not even noon yet when you part with them. By the time you get back to the area of the goblin camp, it would be a little afternoon. So you have to set up for a while, which gives you plenty of time to
Stake it
plan.
out.
Yes. At noon we plan.
Butter knife, saffron,
Yep.
and bag of holding, and the teleportation out.
Let's
And
see.
Did you Misty step out?
she could Misty step out with me.
But getting her in there is the other
the
problem.
teleport's a self spell, so I don't think I can actually bring a person with me when I Misty Step.
Oh,
I don't believe so, no.
I've
you
also
can't, I can just
used
use
it, and if
Dimension
we
door you
haven't
can.
rested, then I
Dimension
don't
door.
have it back.
Yeah,
No,
dimension
that
door.
was
you
Dimension
can-
door.
Door.
I
Dimension
don't
Door,
think
that's what
we've
I meant.
long rested, so I don't have that spell back anyway.
Well, we're gonna be sat here staking out for a while, so could she long rest?
I don't think you're that
It would
long
take
for.
8 hours.
Yeah, I don't. Depends on
Um,
what time of night we're doing
Well,
that.
it's if it's
Late.
noon. If it's just after noon, what time does it get dark in the world?
it
It
gets
could be
dark in the
over 8
world
hours.
around at this time of year, probably 7.
So I would say go for like 9, 10, because at least most of the goblins will be asleep. Most likely you're gonna run into somebody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
So it could be a long rest.
am I setting up a dome for a protected sleep, or are y'all just gonna be kind of aware and around? Like, who
I'd
is long
probably set
resting?
up a dome. I'm not gonna long rest.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Do I need to long rest? Let me look up
I
my
mean, your
spells.
long rest is half, so it's only 4 hours
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need
like
a long
I
rest
have
either
most
way.
of my spell slots. I just my racial features and my spell features are expended.
Yeah, my
Alright,
specials are gone.
I think Nihon's going to long rest as well.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, I'll cast the hut.
yeah. I'm actually really tired for some reason. So I think I'm gonna take a rest as well.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought we sent Nihon with the group.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought we sent. Oh, okay,
Nope.
we didn't send him.
They were gonna go stealthy, so we weren't gonna send him with them.
Because he's like
Oh.
a rock being thrown into water.
Yeah.
Very fucking obvious.
All right, so the hut has been cast. Then anyone who wants to rest within it may.
Okay. So
And,
the
yeah, I'll
two of
rest.
you start resting.
Well, I'll go and rest in the hut too with.
Okay, so the 3 of you start resting.
We'll leave Callan on watch.
You can still, even the ones who are resting can still discuss strategy, as long as you're not doing strenuous activity.
Yeah, I
During
want to
this
say
8
it's like
hours.
6 hours of actual sleeping and 2 hours of
Right.
whatever else is normally what it is.
So this one is the hut we've got to hit.
Correct.
So
Yep, drawing a map in the dirt.
yeah. So if me and Saf come in from this way, use the butter knife here, and then we can sneak into the back of the hut, and then we'll put everything in the bag of holding, and then dimension door out. So when me and Saf go, if everyone else gets in the car and gets ready to leave, we can just dimension door into the car and go. And if we run into any trouble, I'll turn into a bat, Saf can turn invisible.
And we're doing this
is-
at night, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So as long as we...
Yeah.
If... Haven't you got the thing that doubles our stealth? Or is that concentration? I can't remember what that is.
That is pass without a trace.
Pass without
Pass without
trace.
trace.
It doesn't double it.
Yeah.
It adds 10, though.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it's
adds
10.
10 to the stealth, or I have invisibility, which gives you advantage on stealth.
Yeah. So if we do that coming in... I'm just trying to think how many spells you can use, because it's been a while since we've done this. So, that's my idea.
Alright.
We also have, because we didn't end up needing to use it for the rescue attempt, we do have the Dust of Disappearance in a pinch.
Yeah, we do have that too.
Which
And I
that
also have
that will cover
darkness.
everybody
I do have
within
darkness.
10 feet. Yeah,
Do you have dark vision? 'Cause I can't
I do. I have 60
Okay.
feet dark vision.
Okay, well, as long as I can see you, I can grab you.
Yeah.
Alright,
Darkness
so-
spell does not use dark vision, however, it's magical darkness.
Okay, well, I can still grab you because I can see through it.
Okay.
So this is stuff you would know already, Son, having did an aerial view of this before. So this building is on a raised platform.
Yep.
The hut itself is on a wood base, and with stairs leading up to it. And at the top, the very top of it is a bit raised as well. There's like ventilation opening at the top where your character did look in before to see the gold that was inside.
All the gold.
You did not look at the bottom of it at all, so
I just know there's gold.
yes. You just know there's gold inside
Hey, what-
and an opening at the top.
We knew
What
that there
is
were
the
guards in the
side-
front.
What is the side of it made out of?
The side
Like,
of
is
it
it
is
leather?
made out of like hide.
Hide.
The
Okay,
the
I can
tent
cut that
itself
with-
is made out of bones and hide.
Okay, I can cut that with one of my daggers. That's fine. I just need to make a rip in it so we can get through.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
It sounds like we're good to go then.
Okay.
Alright, so do we get to do our long rest?
Yep, you can do your long rest.
Alright. Making sure you weren't going to throw us a curveball.
It's possible. It's always possible. Okay. So, night comes. Nihon is still asleep.
Someone wake him up and move him into the cart.
Thought he went to
He's
sleep in the
sleeping
car.
in the back
Oh,
of the
he's in
cart at the
cart.
moment.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Someone take the driving seat then.
And you guys are tucked a bit out of the way in hopes that you will not be seen. You've kind of hidden the cart a bit, camouflaged it
I make
with
a request.
branches. Mm-hmm.
More to Saflin. When you're on your way back, can you send a message to one of us and say, ready Like,
yeah.
to
Yes.
go?
Yes, I can cast Ascending when we're ready.
Please
we'll
and
also
thank you.
cast one.
problem.
We'll also cast one if we fuck up and we need help.
Correct. We have a couple options there.
Done or get out.
Run or help or escape.
Or success.
Yep. I'm leaving Morrow behind. I'm not taking Morrow with me.
Alright, so who is going on this adventure? Is it just me and Son?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would be much help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be ready and waiting with heals, if need be.
We have Callan aim like a ballistic thing at the camp just in case. We need, like, I don't know, meteor strikes.
Yeah.
Or, like, flamethrower aimed at
If
He-
only it had that range.
So he has his Force Ballista,
Mm-hmm.
which has a 120-foot range, I believe. Yeah. Then he
Okay.
has his Flamethrower, which is a 15-foot range.
Okay, can we have the ballista
Yeah.
set off? Just in case.
So he summons his ballista at the edge of the tree line,
Hey, Burning Shadow.
pointed straight at the spot where you guys plan to be.
Mm-hmm.
Should it be where we plan to be or on an opposite side?
He has it aimed at where they are planning to go to cut in. Unless you want him pointing it somewhere else.
Saf?
Wouldn't it be better somewhere else to divert attention?
If we have him over this side, maybe
Which side?
over here. aimed towards these ones.
Front door? Or no, this door.
Third door.
Okay. Yep. So he circles around a bit. I'm gonna have him roll a stealth check, since he.
And I
gonna
would have
be-
passed without a trace when we started approaching. So add
Okay.
10.
Okay, so. So stealth. 31.
Nice.
That's a good stealth.
Okay, so he's able to get set up without issue. I guess I should roll.
Wait.
One gets a
Rolling
nat
perception
1,
against it.
and one gets a nat 20.
Oh my god.
For a total of?
1 and 20.
Yeah, 1 and 20.
No. After the nat 20, any modifiers?
Yeah, it's just 20.
Okay.
Also, can we have Saf's token on the board? Because I see.
Yeah. Sorry. Put Kellen.
Yeah, we've got
in
Curio
the
down there
corner.
too still. And the druid who would be gone.
Yep. And I'm not on the board either, but I don't really need
Well,
to
you
be.
were staying back, so
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
was Curio coming along, or
Would you all like me to, just in case? Actually, I think it would be good just in case
yeah,
something goes wrong.
Yeah.
you have much better mobility, so that would be good.
Mm?
Because while I can get Saplin, or I can get Son and
Well,
myself
actually-
out with a
actually,
dimension door,
I was
you can help
wrong.
get Callan out.
So I was wrong. They do have a modifier. It's -1.
Ah, so it's a 19.
19 and a
Okay.
0.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I can always get out as a bat.
If it's dark and stays dark.
Yeah, Curio would be helpful with getting Callan out of dodge if needed.
Mm.
I can always pick him up and run.
Yep.
Yep.
You
very
you
true.
have that extra mobility.
Okay. So you guys approach the tree line. And as you look out at the goblin camp, it's mostly dark. Past the walls of the camp, you can see like flickers of light from the torches and campfire inside. And then you can see the torches around the edges, both here and here from your direction. But other than that, the exterior is pretty dark.
Okay. Well, I got
the
night
moment.
vision, so I'm good.
Yeah, we both have dark vision,
Mhm.
so
Oh, and
So you can see
Sure.
decently well, up to 60 feet.
Dragon, are you moving your character?
you're in the bottom right corner right now, Curio.
Oh, for some reason, hold on. I'm still on the map of the forest.
Oh,
Oh.
roll 20 needs a refresh.
Yep, I'm refreshing now. I kept waiting for the change to happen. I heard people talking about moving. There we go.
Hmm?
Yeah, they made circles and lines and
They
everything.
were,
I drew a lot of
drawing on the map, yeah.
Oh, and it's refreshing again.
Yeah, and then we have Callan all the way in the top left.
Okay, so
Hmm.
do I need to be with Callan?
I would say probably your best bet.
Okay.
If you're responsible for getting him out, probably.
There we go.
Okay.
He's
All
got
right,
his cannon.
So I have the bag of holding at the ready. I have pulled out
Mhm.
the wooden knife
Mm-hmm.
so that we can kind of work on that stealthily.
Yep.
So I'm gonna approach the fence And just kind of before I do anything, I want to listen.
I do have a question.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Could I say before Curio left that I did a spell on him?
Yeah. What spell?
Enhance ability.
Okay.
How
How
long
long
does it
does that
last?
last?
An hour.
Okay.
I don't see this mission taking more than an hour.
Well, there was travel time, but yeah.
Well, we weren't too far out.
Yeah,
but,
you weren't too far away.
for bull strength to enhance carry capacity, just in case.
I was
Okay.
trying to help, but that roll was.
Okay, so I got a 14 perception.
Okay. So 14.
He
So
seems
it
to pick a
sounds pretty
Caliban
quiet. There are kind of like spikes on the edge of the wall there, so you kind of like
I figure
carefully.
I'm not on the wall.
Okay.
I just can't put myself in that square and not be on it because
Right,
of how
right.
how the grid is.
Um,
I'm next to it. I've got my ear to the fence basically.
right.
Not tried to climb.
Yeah, there's like spikes towards the like in the middle and bottom as well. So you kind of like weave your head in there around the spikes, being careful, and hold your ear up, and it sounds pretty quiet on the other side.
Okay.
But enough.
So I'm gonna kind of look at San and
Hi.
hold up the knife and be like, "We doing this?"
Gold.
So
Course.
start carving and opening very carefully.
Okay.
And I'd imagine that if I'm carving a hole and any of the spikes come free, I would like hold them and set them down gently.
Yeah, just pass them to me and I'll put them behind us.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and both roll me stealth checks to see how quietly you can do this. And remember, add 10 because you have pass
10,
without a
so
trace.
31.
38.
All right. Yeah. No issue. You,
Y'all are
you
quiet.
like with the butter knife, it's so quiet.
I rolled sleight of hand, but it's the same modifier as my stealth. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine. Yeah, so with that butter knife, you just slide through it. There's no sawing noise or anything. It just slices through that wood, and you like carefully hand it off to San, and she puts it neatly in a pile along the side. And then you start cutting
have
out
superglue?
a hole for you to get through. How big is the hole you're gonna cut?
I was gonna say you're pretty small, so probably I could probably squeeze through. You need some
Probably
acrobatics.
it's probably a 4-foot hole almost.
Okay.
I don't remember my height off the top of my head. 4'6".
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It doesn't have to be as tall as you are.
Right, I
Because
figure
you
I'll
can
duck
crouch
under.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll duck under to
I'm
get
5'5",
in.
so
Yeah.
I'll just
So-
duck.
Do about a 4-foot hole.
Okay.
I'll just duck.
All right. So you cut a 4-foot hole into the fence. Square hole, circle hole,
Like a little archway.
little archway. Okay. Easily enough.
Do we have super glue?
Yes.
Roll me a dex check.
Just so we can glue it back together.
A dex check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity check to see how
25.
that's a dex save.
Oh, whoops. Hold on.
What's your modifier on just straight dex?
My straight dex modifier is a +2.
Okay, so 20 or
So
no,
20
21? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 21. Yeah. You're able to carve out the archway, no problem. It looks perfect. So and you
We're on the other side of
with
it.
your stealth, you're able to like kind of scoot it out little by little because it doesn't just fall out because it's kind of wedged in there. The wall's actually like buried into the ground a little. So you're able to like kind of wiggle it out, still not making a single noise. with those
I'd
stealth
imagine
rolls?
that I'm kind of leaning it against the remaining part of fence.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like it can be placed back like a door after.
Right.
Hmm.
All right. And so you lean it up, and what do you do next? You have a hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick my head through. I'm gonna
All
look
right.
around just in
You
case.
peer your head through. You can see a little bit of this goblin over here.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem to be looking your way at the moment.
Okay.
Also looking at the hut. The underneath seems to be like crossbar wooden beams, like
Mhm.
kind of in a lattice, like webbed underneath.
Is there a crawl space that you can get
Uh,
under it?
if yeah, so you can fit under there. You'd have to be like weaving through the wooden beams,
Gotcha.
but there is enough space in there that you could fit. Yes.
If we, do you want to go under it, over it,
It
or
was
through
an
it?
it was a consideration. I was thinking about briefly making a hole in the floor and just making whatever was in it drop into the bag of holding.
Mm.
But we could go in and just do it that way. Just try to get in through the
Okay.
hide.
Before we do that, I wanna climb up and make a hole in the hide and see how much gold is in there to see if it's possible to cut into the side or if it's gonna. If it's like resting up against the hide, I don't want it all spilling out.
Okay.
So I will go up.
Yeah. Roll me another stealth check, please,
Yep.
as well as a dex check
And a dex.
or acrobatics to get up on the platform.
So
Okay. Yeah.
a 39.
Yeah.
and
Easily enough.
5.
You just kind of one-handed put one of your hands up and kind of leap up silently. And you are on top of the platform now.
Okay. So yeah, I wanna make a little hole just to see how much gold's in there.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'll kind of just be keeping an eye out while she does that. I'll follow behind afterwards, but right
Okay.
now I'm just kind of keeping an eye.
All right. So you're still on the outside, just watching through the hole.
Yeah, I'm making sure
You're
that
the
no
escape
attention
plan.
is brought. Yeah.
Okay. So San, you grab your dagger, and you
That's
bring
the way I clicked it.
you go up to the side wall of this hut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's hide, all right. You start trying to poke your dagger through, and as you touch it to the hide, a glimmer shines across where you're trying to poke.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Seems there's
Magic.
some sort of protective force around the outside of this.
How tall
I will
is?
go under.
No, how tall is it?
It is probably, we'll say, 12 foot tall. This is one of the bigger huts around.
Alright, I'm 5'5". I'm not gonna be able to jump that. I'm gonna look at Saf, and I'm gonna be like, "Do you want to give me a boost, or am I giving you a boost?"
I'd rather go under.
Yeah,
Okay.
does the hide touch the ground? Is it like attached to the ground?
So the hide goes down to the wooden platform.
But is it
Okay,
attached to the wooden
Can
platform?
it
I
be
mean,
lifted or is it like stapled in? Like, is it staked down?
Roll me perception checks on.
'cause I'm wondering if it's more like a tent.
Do I get
Well-
Or if
advantage on
it's
that or not?
Nope, no advantage. So looking at where it connects together, it looks like it's kind of like the wood kind of goes into it and kind of holds it in place there.
Okay.
so it's built together.
Yeah, it's built together in a way that
can I
you
go-
wouldn't be able to just tug it up. But
Okay,
you
can I-
kind of like put your hand there and try and give it a tug, and once again that glimmer.
The glimmer. Okay. Okay. Can I jump down and see if I can put my hand underneath the structure.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if it glows underneath, I don't know how we're gonna get this.
All right,
Because I
so
can't.
Through the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I knew
could
me. It
still.
wasn't gonna make it easy.
I mean, if it's just a light show right now, if
Mm.
it's not actually blocking us from passing through, we can still get there. We just might set off an alarm.
the
Yeah.
the glimmer was actually like a forceful wall that she could not penetrate with
Okay,
that.
so it was a solid
Okay.
wall.
Yeah, it is solid. Seems like some sort of magical protection.
Just
So
knowing what I know about the tiny hut spell that I have,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
my
was gonna
thought
say
is
tiny hut.
maybe you can get in from below.
Yeah. I
Right.
was thinking when he said the glow, tiny hut. So yeah, I
Well,
want to see
the
if I can get
tiny
in
hut's
underneath.
opaque, so you would know, but
Mm. Well, a version of the tiny hut spell.
right. It may have the same weakness.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I see if I can get underneath?
Yeah, so you hop back down. Your stealth is out of this world, so no problem. And you go to the edge of the platform and kind of like stick your hand in. Nothing stops you.
Okay.
You want to try and go in further? You're just at the edge of it right now. There's kind of a lip on the edge with like some supportive posts, and then like an inner ring where all the wood lattice is.
I want to reach in and try and touch a lattice.
Okay.
One of the wooden lattice.
Okay. So you go in a little further, and
I'm
you
only putting
reach.
my arm in. I'm not doing anything.
What?
I said I'm only putting my arm in. I'll just reach as far as like my arm can go.
Okay. It's about. Yeah, it's about 5 foot away from the edge. The lattice is kind of like underneath where the hut is itself, and then there's like a 5 foot wooden platform around.
You could try
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
touch
have
it
Past
with your
it.
rapier.
Oh yeah, true. Can I touch it with? Wait. Which one would be longer, my rapier or my scythe?
Probably your rapier.
Okay, yeah. Can I try and touch it with the rapier?
Mm-hmm. So, trying not to go past the edge of the wood platform, right? With yourself.
Mm.
All right. So you kind of have to lean in a bit, but you are able to like stretch and poke at some of the lattice work, with your rapier, and nothing really happens. You poke some wood.
Okay, is there any rocks or pebbles next to me?
Yeah, there'd be
Okay,
a few stones.
Can I try and throw one in the middle? Just I don't freaking trust you.
Yeah,
have
you can
escape
try and
room
throw one in the
issues.
middle.
Okay.
You can
That
do
might
whatever
cause a
your
sound,
character
though.
wants to do.
Keep in mind that make a sound and alert.
Dear, I'd like to, if I'm assuming that I'm noticing Son
Like, pokey
lying
stuff.
down and reaching into this lattice
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
I'd like to cast a minor illusion
Okay.
to
Over
make it
top
look
of her.
like no one is there and there's no hole in the wall.
Okay.
As
No,
far
I
as
wasn't
How
gonna
big
really
is the minor
throw it.
minor illusion? Is 5 foot cube, right?
it's a 5-foot cube, yeah, so I'd have to pick.
Yeah, you can do one or the other. Then.
I wasn't gonna throw it. I was just gonna put it on the floor and like flick it.
Okay.
I will
Like a
hide the
marble?
hole in the wall.
Yeah, like a marble.
So the wall looks solid now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna count on Son's stealth to keep her from being visible.
So go ahead and roll me an attack. Unarmed strike. Yeah. Come on. Okay. So you're able to toss it like where you're aiming.
Yeah, the middle.
Without too much problem. It passes through, and lands like in the middle. It doesn't hit any of the wood around it. You manage to like toss it like in the spaces between them and land like in the middle of the structure.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to Saf and I'm gonna like go get the butter knife off her and the bag of
Okay.
holding.
Yep.
Okay. So you turn around and the hole that you just came through is gone.
I'm gonna go over to it because I know what Saflin's like. And I
If
trust
you
that she's...
have reasonable belief to think that there's an illusion, you can roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll me an intelligence check to see if you remember exactly where the hole is.
Intelligence check.
Yep. 8.
I am going to walk
You
through
think
the wall.
it's over here, but you
Seeing
can
her
probably
get
see
lost,
through
I'll
it,
walk through
Saflin.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you turn around and it's gone and you're like, "Wait. Was it here? No, I think it was over here." And you
I'm too
you kind
distracted
of
by
start
the
like going towards it, like feeling your way through, and Saflin just pokes her head through like, "Hey. Here."
Yep. I'm gonna get out of sight and pass the butter knife.
Sorry,
That's
and
funny.
the bag. Shut up. I'm more interested in the gold than like finding a fucking hole in the wall.
Yeah, your brain is so focused on the gold that you didn't bother to remember where the hole was.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check how polymorph works here.
Okay.
It is concentration. However, I wanna see what traits I retain. If any.
You retain your
retain my
mental
mental
abilities,
stats.
but your
Yeah.
physical stats are
Okay.
that of the creature.
So if I needed to, because I can also cast it on another person, I could polymorph San into something smaller,
Mm-hmm.
and they would still be smart enough to use the butter knife and the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
And that way they wouldn't have to waste their bat form and could still use it on an escape.
Mm. Well, let me see what happens when I try and get under and poke a hole in the
Without
floor.
anything. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saflin, what are you doing?
I'm
You just standing
mean-
there still?
I'm trying to make sure that I am out of sight while she's doing
Okay.
this.
So you kind of go over to one of the outer posts and position yourself.
Yeah, I guess I would go back that way.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go back out. That's fine.
Just remember, Son, that the pass without a trace bonus is only for being heard. It doesn't keep you from being seen.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, great.
It means
now I
we're
gotta
not leaving tracks right now.
Okay, I gotta shimmy my ass under the freaking thing. to get
Okay.
to the middle.
So you
Let me
start.
do some acrobatics.
Roll me. Let's see.
Pass without a trace does actually also prevent us from leaving tracks on the ground.
Roll me another acrobatics check, please. 22.
And I'll say that when I was next to Son to hand her the knife, I kind of put my hand on her shoulder and said, "You got this," and gave you a bardic inspiration.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna save that.
Yeah. While I was within touch range, it wouldn't make sense for me not to do it.
Mm.
Right, 22 acrobatics.
Alright, above board, how big am I making this fucking hole? And how big does the bag of holding go?
Bag of holding is a 5-foot opening, I think.
Do I have any pin? Do I have anything I can pin it with?
It might be a 2-foot opening. Let me double check.
Please check.
And what is your passive perception, Son?
17.
17.
2 feet in
Okay.
diameter.
2 feet, okay.
2 feet opening.
Okay. So, with your acrobatics and your passive perception,
Mm-hmm.
you start kind of weaving your way through,
Yeah.
and so you're still on the outside right now, starting
Mm-hmm.
to move in.
Yep.
You start like trying to shimmy through, and you're starting to reach for one of the logs, and you notice a faint glint
Oh, not again.
streak down one of them, right where you're about to put your hand, and you stop, and there's this thin little wire.
It's a trap.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to do?
Can I look at where the wire is going
sorry.
and what it's attached to?
Yeah.
Okay, what the frick?
So you follow the wire up towards the top, and it seems to lead to a
To Abby.
crossbow.
Ooh.
It leads to Abby.
And roll me a perception check. Actually, I probably should have had you do that first. 12. Yeah, it leads to a crossbow.
Fun. Right, can I see any others that like that?
With your 12, the one you really see. Moment.
Okay.
Been a while
I'm
since we
guessing
heard
it's
Abby.
loaded with something, so.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks to be loaded.
Is there
It's
any
like aiming right
poison or any-
inward.
What is it? Is it aiming at me or into the middle?
It's aiming towards where you would have triggered it.
Okay.
So if you had tripped that wire, it would have shot directly at you.
In the head, in the shoulder, in the chest.
Whatever was in the
Would
way.
I have been a dead son? Or in a very much pain? Okay, can I reach up carefully and disarm it?
Yeah, you can try.
Alright.
Meteor, while
Yes.
Sana's doing that,
Mhm.
would Saflin know because of that glimmer? Would she know if she dispelled it if people would know? If they would feel it go away?
Roll me a wisdom check.
Okay.
I've used sleight of hand to disarm it.
Not great.
From that
It's above average.
from the distance you are at, you haven't gotten right up close to it. You're unsure. You'd have to get closer to determine that. But it is magic, so you could assume that it could be dispelled.
The other thing I would suggest is sending a message to Callan and see maybe if Callan knows what it could be, or move closer and see if you can find out.
Go, Kellen.
So, Son, do
Mhm.
you have thieves' tools?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I was actually looking at that a minute ago.
Gotta have for disarming.
Mm-hmm. So I need you to roll me a dexterity check to try and disarm it then.
Dex.
Okay. 18's
I
good
did
enough.
do a sleight of hand. I
Um,
don't know if that helps.
So the trap seems to be like tension based. And if it is taut anymore, so if any more tension is placed on it, it would fire. So you manage to loosen the wire, and you find where it connects to the crossbow, and you just give it a little slice, and it drops, and it is now disarmed.
Yay, trap disarmed.
Wicked. I'm gonna put the crossbow
Ooh.
in the bag of hold'em. That's my fucking crossbow.
So the crossbow, you go to try and grab the crossbow, it is like mounted to the ceiling.
Okay.
You'd have
Butter
to
knife.
play with it a bit to get it down.
I would just butter knife it off. I'll dismantle it later.
We don't need it.
Aww. Fine. I'll leave it.
Probably better off making it look like that trap is not completely
yeah,
defunct when we exit.
Good point. Okay. Can I have another look around? Maybe I might get a better freaking perception.
Yeah, roll
roll.
me another perception check.
Hey, 19.
19, that's
Any
much
others?
better. So with a
more
19, after having disarmed this, you're like, okay, maybe I need to take a better look around.
Mm-hmm.
And you use your eyes and your dark vision, just kind of slowly scan the perimeter. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more crossbows around the perimeter, pointed inside.
Are they aiming into the middle?
Yes, they are aiming in towards the middle.
Okay.
They're all like mounted, so they don't really move at all. They're pointed towards wherever they would get triggered.
Okay, so as long as they're not facing the middle where I'm about to freaking go. Okay, is there anything else? Like, is there any more wires or traps? Can I?
Yeah, there's several wires. They're kind of woven in with the lattice work, following a beam here, a beam there, beam over here.
Okay, could I possibly make it through it without triggering anything?
You could try, yeah.
There's still also the plan of, if you can see where any of the gold is, cutting a hole underneath it and just letting it pour into the bag.
That's actually a good point. Can I look above me and see if I can cut a hole?
So you disarmed the one where you currently are. So you kind of get in there a little bit, kind of wedge your way in, and so you just want to cut a hole above you. How big?
Slightly bigger than my shoulders, so I can stick my head up there.
Okay. So you're probably, let's see,
I'm
probably like
medium.
there now.
So
3 foot hole then? 2 foot
3 foot hole?
Something
3
like
foot
that.
hole.
You said slightly bigger than. Oh yeah, 3 foot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 foot.
Okay.
Depends
So,
on how slight her shoulders are.
So you use the butter knife. So you roll me another dexterity check, please, or sleight of hand, whichever, to cut the hole.
Sleight of hand.
Okay, 15. That's not horrible. So you put the butter knife up to the wood. It goes right through.
Okay.
So there does not seem to be any magic protection right here.
Okay.
You start cutting a hole. The knife does seem to keep hitting something on the other side. And it's a bit difficult to cut the hole because there's something it's not cutting through.
Okay. So if I can avoid whatever it's not cutting through and go the opposite direction.
So it's not a wooden chest bottom.
Yeah.
Could be magic.
Well, when you're hitting into it, you hear like a little tick, like something toppled over.
Metallic?
Yeah, like a metallic sound.
Okay.
And from when you peeked in before, there are just like piles of coins all over the place. So it would be a easy enough assumption on your part that you might be hitting a coin pile.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect place to hold your bag of holding out under it.
Yeah.
So with your 15 sleight of hand, it takes a minute because you keep hitting into the gold. But you manage to get a hole big enough. You get like halfway finished with the hole, and
Yeah.
it starts like bending downwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my other hand to hold it up.
Okay.
So
Roll me a
I'll
strength check.
I'll cut with one hand. Great, my strength is only +1.
Ooh.
That's not
You
very
try
use your
and
bardic inspiration.
Oh yes, bardic inspiration.
okay.
Yeah,
Whatever
so
gonna
let
roll?
me.
1d8.
Yes. 1d8.
I got 6.
Okay,
So that's
so
a 15.
15. That's better.
Yeah.
So it's heavy.
Oh great.
It seems like there's quite a few piles of
So
gold above
I'm
where you
right
are
under
right
a
now.
gold pile. Okay.
So move the bag. Just let the
Yeah.
bag collect them.
Yeah, I know, but if it breaks the wood, it's gonna make a loud noise. I'm surprised that the gold.
The coins falling will also make loud noise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you are able to like push it back up if you want. And hold it in place. But it does seem like there is several heavy stacks of gold on top of where you're cutting.
I'm gonna get crushed by gold. That's a good way to die. Yeah, okay. I'm carrying on. I'm gonna have to open
You're gonna
the
keep
bag
cutting?
and hold it. It's
That's done,
gold.
need user. We've done that. They're on their way home safe.
Yeah, we're trying to rescue
missed that part.
rescue the gold.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna continue cutting, Son?
She
Yeah,
did say crushed by money, good way to die.
I'm a thief, of course. I'll do
All
a
right.
Scrooge McDuck.
I'd like you to roll me another stealth check with disadvantage, please.
Stealth with.
Still plus
great.
10 though.
Yes, still plus 10. Thanks to
But
pass without a trace.
disadvantage.
Okay, so you just take the lower roll.
Yep.
Yes.
13, so 23. That's not bad. The path without a trace is helping you there.
Yeah.
Okay, so 23. You manage to keep cutting the circle, and you have your other hand like kind of propping up the wood, and it's heavy, man. Like it takes a minute to get this circle cut nicely. And
Can I swap my hand out for my foot so I've got my hand so I can open the bag of holding?
so
I'm
the
gonna have to lie on my back.
the ceiling where you're doing this is about 5 feet off the ground.
I'm 5'5".
Can your foot go 5 foot?
That's a good point.
You're going to be doing some major acrobatics there.
Yeah, if you want to try and do that, then you need to roll me
No.
acrobatics with disadvantage.
No, I'm gonna carry
What,
what I'm
was
gonna.
Son a gymnast in another life?
You know what? I'm not gonna. This roll is not for anything. I just want to see what would happen if I actually, did it. Hold on. I need to work out how to. How do you?
Just roll one more time.
16.
It's not bad, but you know, like you said,
Yeah,
you're
that
not
wouldn't
using that.
No.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just gonna have to be very, very careful.
Okay. So you're about there. You nick the final piece of wood, and it comes down. But you are holding it there at the moment.
Yeah.
You're using both your hands to hold this wooden piece with piles of gold on it above your head.
Okay.
Now inch back a little bit without moving your arms and use your feet to open the bag.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's a dexterity check.
Yeah, that's a dexterity check. Just straight.
What is your foot dexterity?
21.
21.
You're rolling great, girl. So
I want this
know
gold
this-
so bad.
Didn't know Son was this flexible and dexterous. And...
But you're holding it up with your hands,
People
and-
that could play an instrument with their toes.
and you have the bag set like on the ground off to the side, and you kind of like and it's a little ways behind you, and you're like trying to feel for it with your foot, and you manage to find it and just scoot it towards yourself without tripping any more wires. And it's now below you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what?
She was trying to open it. So,
yeah.
is it open?
Did I
The circle's cut and she's holding it there at the moment.
The bag. She was
The
trying
bag.
to.
Yes,
You
the
tried to
the
open
bag
the
is
bag.
open. Yes.
The bag is open.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of maybe try to lower it into the bag.
How wide is the opening on the bag of holding?
2
Dan?
feet.
2 feet. Okay. So yeah, your circle is wider than
The bag.
the
yeah.
opening on the bag at the moment.
Can I lower it? Like
You can try to tilt it down to aim it into the bag. I don't know.
And that's
I don't
also
know.
a point. If I push up on one side, I'm watching Meteor stream and I can see his face.
I'm not actually
Hey.
watching Meteor Space. I probably should be.
His face is just like, what the fuck is she doing?
Sounds like you need a Safi there to hold the bag open.
Yeah, I do need a
I don't
Safi
trust my ability to get to you without setting off a trap, though. I'm not as perceptive.
Well, if I
you would have
guide
seen the way she went though.
Yeah, if I guide you.
Mm-hmm. So if she's helping guide you, you can roll your check with advantage.
Okay, I'm sure Saf would have seen that I was trying to get the bag with my feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure she'd be like, oh shit, she's in trouble. So,
All right.
Saf.
I'll make my way over there.
All right, roll me stealth, Saflin.
I should have made the whole 2 feet.
Nat 20. Okay.
33 because still plus
Yeah.
10.
Okay. So yeah, you get over there. No
I've
problem, not making a
another
sound.
plane.
All right, so you go up to where you saw her go in, and you watched her disarm a trap as well, so you know to look out for that. Roll me perception.
Also sounds like you need a very
That's
large
persuasion.
funnel.
That's the wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah. Roll again.
Wrong P.
8. Okay.
Still not great.
Yep. Now, roll me a either dexterity or acrobatics.
Funnily enough, that was the same exact dice roll on both of those. It was a 6 both times.
That's
So
true.
now what am I rolling?
Either dexterity or acrobatics, whichever you'd like. With advantage while San is directing you where to go to avoid the traps.
I mean, acrobatics is a dexterity mod skill, so they are roughly the same.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too far different.
I just have an extra point because of
Alright,
basketball
sorry,
players.
athletics or acrobatics is what I meant.
Oh, okay. Well, I did acrobatics just now.
Acrobatics, yeah.
Okay.
They are
22.
again the same exact bonus for me, so.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you're able to weave through, no problem. San, 1 foot in a bag of holding, 2 hands above her, looking behind her. It's like, no, not there, not there. The other way.
Was I supposed to roll with advantage? I didn't need to, but
yeah.
Oh. Do it again just to make sure I don't get a nat 20.
Yep. Go for it.
But okay.
Yeah, so 22.
22 is good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
22 is
you are
really
now
good.
with San. Next to her.
Okay, so I am going to open the bag of holding and hold it up
Okay.
to kind of have the bag opening where she's going to hopefully guide this.
Mm-hmm. And San,
If
roll me
you-
another strength check, please.
I hate you.
While you're continuing to hold this
Nice.
heavy thing with gold.
And I am
On
a
it.
4 foot 6
Okay.
inch tiefling, so I'm not as tall.
So if Saf holds
better than before.
one part of the bag to the actual ceiling of it and holds the other
Staff
bit
is shorter
further
than
down,
you.
I
So-
can't reach. I can
Oh,
get close, but
shit.
I can't get all the way up against.
Taffy's shorter than you.
I'm also not as strong, probably.
Good point. I'll tilt it towards the bag.
Yeah, it's more of I can adjust the positioning of the bag to try to get it in the right spot.
Mm-hmm. You can lower the platform if you want, and attempt to do that without spilling anything, or you can tilt it.
I think if I lower it, it's all just gonna fold
Right,
and
we
land.
might have some come out from all the sides.
Yeah.
I think
I don't
tilting
know
is
if I'm-
probably your best way to filter it in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at the staff and I'm like, this is gonna be loud. If you got anything to help.
Saflin is going to pull out the immovable rod,
Okay.
and Saflin is going to set the immovable rod to because I could immovable rod it into place,
Mm,
honestly.
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Extend the immovable rod and
If you pin it to the ceiling and then I can move my hands to where the edge of the other side of the bag is and just tilt that way. And then it will just fall straight into the bag.
yeah, let me find my immovable rod in here. Because
Okay.
I had one of them.
I don't have any.
And then 2 other people had one each. I
I
think.
thought you had one, Pika.
Nope.
And I
I
thought
don't.
Callan took the other.
'Cause I should have still had one unless I gave it to someone else.
I don't have one in my stuff.
Callan has one. I think you guys have 3 though, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had 3.
We should have
I
3.
thought-
I don't see one in my inventory, even though there should be one. There it is.
I
I
don't
thought,
see one in
I
mine.
thought. Are you sure you didn't grab one and just didn't mark it, Pika? Because I'm pretty sure you grabbed one to play with.
Well, I think somebody might have borrowed mine, and I just didn't add it back in after. Because it
I
says
have-
I don't have one either.
I have a custom item that says test. I don't know if that was what it was supposed to be.
Probably not.
Right. Well, you have both.
Okay.
We'll say you have both.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll add it back to my equipment because I'm supposed to have one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure why it's gone. Alright, so rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight.
Needy user? So am I.
Yeah,
Waiting for things
shut
to go
up.
wrong and the whole village shows up.
Both of
doesn't-
you guys shut up.
It doesn't say the size of the immovable rod, so I don't know how long it is.
The immovable rod, I'd say, is probably
I mean, we
like-
were using it as a ladder for acrobatic shenanigans, so
yeah. It's a good
it's probably
keyboard length.
well, it's not very tall.
Use it
Yeah,
sideways.
you couldn't prop it
Yeah.
against the ground and the thing, but you really don't
Right,
need to
but I
either.
can still position it up against the ceiling as much as I can reach and press the
Mhm.
button
Yeah,
because it
You-
does. It can be midair.
yeah.
It
You could
ain't-
do the end of it. You could do it flat on it, lengthwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does say even if it's defying gravity.
Yep. I'll do it
About the-
sideways across the hole, assuming that it will go across one end, not the center.
Okay. Yeah, you can
Like-
prop it on one
like
end.
3/4
Mhm.
kind
Yeah.
of thing, so that it
Okay.
will do the full length,
Okay.
and
so
that
you,
way we can kind of lean the other side down it.
Okay. Yeah, so you place it up there, click it, and now, Son, you don't have to hold up that side.
Okay.
Yeah, and
cool.
now you can just control the other side and pull it down slowly.
I'm gonna tilt it so it goes into the bag.
As good as you can.
Yeah.
Well, she
Okay.
has 2 hands to control it now, so
Yeah, I've got 2 hands to control it, so.
Roll me dexterity with disadvantage, please.
Oh, you.
There are lots of piles of gold on here. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I got 2 lots of 16.
and as soon as I have hands free, I'll give Son another bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because you're essentially tilting a platform with like like several stacks of money. Like it's not just piled up there; it's like stacked neatly. So tilting it
Okay.
could cause them to fall over.
Yeah.
With your 16,
Son will always get what she wanted. Swimming in gold.
One way,
Wait,
you know,
what?
one way or
Wait,
another.
what was the first thing you said? Women?
no,
No.
Will always get what she
Oh,
wanted.
swimming.
Swimming.
In
Yes,
gold.
swimming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Women
not
in
joking.
gold, yes.
My brain
Someone's
had
women and gold.
Mm,
I
okay.
prefer the sex, but whatever.
Okay. So
Oh.
you start tilting it downwards, and you are able to see the stacks now, and you don't tilt it very far before you realize if I tilt this anymore, these stacks are gonna topple over.
Yeah, so I think then I would change to lowering it.
Okay.
How many stacks are on just the bit that I've done?
On just the bit that you've done,
Mhm.
like 15.
Okay. Could I lower it a bit so it's lower than what the level is, and then push it forward but keep it level
Mm-hmm.
with the ceiling? So as I move it forward, the stacks will drop in. You know what I mean?
Say that one more time.
You're talking basically trying to slide out
Yeah,
the level from under it.
slide the level under, and if I move the cutout away from me, it's gonna push the gold. So you know, like how you get the 2p machines, and they push against each other, and then they fall in.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's a 2p machine?
Wait.
Oh
The
my god,
coin
For
pushers.
pennies.
Those are American.
Coin pusher?
The
Yeah.
penny
Coin
pusher
pusher.
Okay,
thing.
coin pusher. Okay.
Coin
Yeah.
pusher. Yes. Sorry, I
Pennies.
forgot.
I
You guys
got
are
it.
American.
Okay.
Usually those are quarters here, not
Okay.
pennies.
Yeah. Yeah, they're called 2p machines over here.
Son, just go ahead and so you would have to unclick the rod to lower it, because currently it's blocking you from doing that.
I mean, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then roll me a strength check to slowly drop
If
it
it's
without
bad,
dropping
yeah,
it.
I'm using my inspiration.
Okay. 10 was what you needed.
Oh, okay, then I don't. I'll
Oh.
save that inspiration.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say that. So, yeah, 10 was what you needed. So,
Okay.
you slowly drop it down, and when you cut the hole before it pushed it, you like pushed coin piles out of the way, so there's none that were like teetering on the edge.
So it's a
Yeah.
clean
That's
disc
good.
of gold stacks.
So it's a clean
Okay.
disc of gold stacks, and you're able to drop it down. The stacks themselves are like 2 foot high, 2 foot to 3 foot high. So you are now holding it kind of waist height.
Yeah.
Now what do you want to do?
Slide it into the bag and then pull the disc back out with it empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if they're 2 feet high, we'll just hold that thing sideways.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
The circular platform that you have is 3 foot wide, though.
Right, we're trying to get the gold stacks in.
Okay.
So we're doing it high enough that if we slide it horizontally, the disc won't go all the
So
way in.
you're
but the
you're
gold
basically
will.
pushing the gold into the bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pushing the gold in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me one more stealth check.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
See how silently you can.
Plus
Yeah.
10.
28.
Easy. So you're able to push all that gold into the bag of holding. No problem. And now you have an empty wooden disc
Wicked.
and a hole above your head.
Can I stick my head up the hole?
Yeah. So there,
I stick my head up the hole.
in order to do that, you would have to like kind of step on some of the lattice pillars
Oh,
In order
yeah,
to
I'll-
place the
get yourself up
immovable
there?
rod in the air so she can stand on it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say a movable rod.
Perfect. Yeah.
I'm glad I have Saflin with me. This is why we
Stick my
bring
head in
Saflin.
the hole.
Shut up, Nene.
Roll me
The
either
tactician.
acrobatics or athletics with advantage.
Acrobatics with advantage because I have +10.
Okay.
27.
27.
Oh yeah, 27, not 37.
Yeah, no bonus on this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't use your
1 second,
bonus.
1
Yeah, knowing that some of the lattice work is trapped, you click the immovable rod in. San helps you get up on top of it, and you slowly push your
Affleck,
head
but
up
yes.
Yes.
into this area. Immediately surrounding the hole is more stacks of gold. You
Saflin will
you
pass up the bag of holding.
roll
So
me a
you can just
perception check.
continue sliding gold in if you want. Yeah.
Perception. With advantage or just perception?
Just straight perception. No
Roll.
advantage, no disadvantage.
Does Safi
13.
need like proper touch to
Okay.
dimension door, or could she just literally grab
I
foot
have
and
to be
run?
I have to be able to reach out and grab her.
Would
Would a
could you
piece of
grab her
rope
foot and go?
Hold on. Would a piece of rope attached to me work?
No, I think it needs to be touch.
No, if the rope is wrapped around me and Saflin's holding the rope.
Again,
You have to be
think
within
so.
5 feet of me because I basically open a rift.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rope being attached to you wouldn't help get you through the door.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
basically make a 5 feet rift on myself. So if you're within 5 feet of me, you can come in there.
Alright. So with your perception check, yeah, your hole is completely surrounded by gold at the moment.
Okay, can I carefully, because I'm still on top of the immovable rod, how tall am I out of the hole? Like,
You probably are like shoulder height at the moment. So your shoulder is like at the floor, and your from your shoulders up is inside.
I made it 3 foot, so it'll be bigger than my shoulders. Is the gold pile taller than what I can reach?
No, it's a little taller than your head at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the bag of holding up. I'm just gonna put my hand behind it and swipe it in.
Yep.
Okay.
Pass the bag of holding up so you can do that.
Yep. And there's a sleight of hand. There's a 14. There's a 9.
Okay.
I might use the...
So you do the first one, and it does make some noise as the gold coins are
pulled
Shifting.
across. Yeah.
yeah, as they're clattering together. So roll.
I did
Or
just
would the
say...
guards have to roll to hear
You would
So-
you would roll stealth versus perception, maybe?
So with that sleight of hand, you do like a couple stacks, then you hear.
I'd stop at that point. I'd be like, wait. Because I basically, I wanted to make enough room for me to pull myself up completely so I was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to pull Saf up so we could start picking up piles and putting it in the bag. So I don't know whether... I still have that bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to say, I don't know whether to use it.
Did you get a second one?
Yeah, she gave me another one.
Okay.
I
So
gave her
can
another one once I met her under the lattice work.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So can I use that?
For what?
To improve that roll I just did.
No.
Okay.
I think you would have had to use it.
You
before
would have had
we
to say that
decided to
before I
roll.
said what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to, and then yeah, it's fine. I'll just wait.
You gotta interrupt him louder next time.
Yeah. Okay. I still have the piece of flooring, so I'm gonna duck back down real quick and put the flooring back and hold it,
Okay.
just in case someone comes in. I don't know if they've
Okay.
noticed 15 piles of gold missing in a giant ass room full of gold.
Who knows?
And a giant hole in the middle of the giant pile of
Well,
gold.
she's
No, I've
holding
just
the
put-
disc in place
put
so
the
that it
disc in
doesn't look like
place.
it's a hole.
Okay.
Yes, but there would
So
still
you
be
you drop
a
back down,
hole
put
of
the hole
gold
back
missing.
up. So Saflin,
And-
you just see her like drop some gold in, and then quickly get down and put the hole back up.
I will minor illusion the stacks of gold back on that disc and no hole in that
Okay, so you're
Uh,
dropping your
I was
other one.
reading.
cutout. Yep.
Okay, so your other one drops. You minor illusion gold
Well,
right there.
the other one would have dropped anyway. They only last 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been
Okay,
more than
Unless
5
I am
minutes.
actively recasting them.
And then we just need to see if we can hear if they're moving or not.
All right.
So-
Roll me perception to see what you can hear. Either both of you can roll, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Oh, what's your modifier? 'Cause mine's +7.
I mean, mine's only a +2, so I would definitely
Oh.
take the advantage
Okay.
and not have me roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
24.
24.
So you hold your ear up to the ceiling
disc.
or floor, whichever, and kind of listen through, and you hear like a
So he's
like,
falling back asleep.
some sort of rhythmic. Yeah, it you would know what snoring sounds like.
Okay. Alright, so I'll move the disc again. And I will pop back up. And I will carry
Okay.
on.
Okay. Roll me another perception check.
Too bad there was no spell to make dead sound around you.
There is.
There is
It's called silence.
We don't have that one prepared.
19. That's much better than your 13 before.
Yeah.
So now, having heard this sound, you poke yourself up higher than the coin piles this
Mhm.
time, so you can get a better look. And
Yeah.
right here, something you didn't notice before when you were a bat up above.
Oh, great.
But looking now, there is a bed here that's covered in gold itself, but there is also the biggest goblin you have ever
The
seen.
guard sleeping in there.
Oh my god.
You've actually seen this thing once before in one of the other
Personally, or-
tents during
Oh,
your
okay.
flyby.
I thought you meant
Oh, it's
something I
the
knew.
king sleeping in his gold tent.
Great.
The goblin chief.
Do we have anything that can
Sorry, go ahead.
do we have anything that can cause sleep?
I do not have a sleep spell prepared.
Okay.
But also with your 19, there's just gold everywhere. There's chests of there's chests, and then there's coin piles. There's like small chests. There's big chests.
Alright.
Yes, Buff Bud. This is a goblin camp.
Bandit camp, yeah.
I'll go ahead and
We are doing a
back this out
possibly
so you can see
foolhardy thing.
the entire camp, and they are in this building here where there is
No.
lots of gold.
Linus is not
Yeah.
helping.
Linus is not helping.
We are
He is
doing what is
stealth.
probably a very dumb thing because Sans saw gold on our rescue mission.
Yep.
So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna look down at Saf and I'm gonna whisper what's going on.
Okay.
Like, Saf, there's a big ass goblin in here. But there's tons of gold.
There's not a lot I can do against him without drawing unnecessary attention.
Can I at least grab a chest?
You think you can get
Where's the nearest chest to me?
to one quickly enough and pick it quietly?
Like 2 feet away from you. there's a small chest.
How
Where's
small?
a bigger chest?
Um,
You need to give me a decent sized
the
chest.
bigger chests are like around his bed.
Is there a chest that is 2 feet or smaller?
Yes.
We can
That-
just put that right in the bag.
Yep.
Where?
That's
the
the
one
one
that's 2
that's
foot from me?
close to you. Yeah. One of the ones.
Okay, can I reach him? Can I get it?
You'd have to reach over coin piles to get it.
Okay, can I?
And she swiped coins off of the top of the coin
Yeah,
piles
that's
to
what
make
I
Yeah.
was
them
gonna say.
shorter.
Could I?
Yes.
Yeah, can I
Definitely.
swipe coins? Do I need sleight of hand for that?
Stealth.
Stuff?
Make sure you don't knock them over. Yeah.
We still have +10, right?
Yup.
Yes.
You still have +10.
I am maintaining
Natural.
that.
Natural
I just
20.
can't- Yeah,
you didn't
which is
need
now
to
a
do it.
40.
You didn't need to do advantage or disadvantage, but it would have been a 30 because it was the first roll
Yeah.
anyway.
So you rolled a 40.
Yep.
So
I
yeah,
rolled a 40. How
you are
much can I
determined.
swipe?
You are determined to get as much gold as you can. So while
How
Stafflin's
much?
holding up the bag, you just take little smaller stacks off
Yeah,
the
just,
top
like,
of each of the
stacks of, like,
stacks and
5
drop them in,
Like handful.
like and are
drop,
clearing like a
handful, drop.
path over to this chest and
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
and
The only
like
thing I can
Saflin,
imagine.
you're watching this and it's like a show. She's just like so swift with her movement. It's just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, and she's not making a sound. And then
I
you
have-
get
I have a
to
question.
mhm.
How much can I swipe just using that roll before I get, like, even after I grab the chest? 'Cause I'm grabbing the chest. I want more.
You could get a decent amount with that. You could clear a good chunk of the area around you with that roll. Yeah.
Say a quarter.
With that technique.
Okay.
Yeah, you want it low enough that you can reach over to get to the small.
So yeah, previously you were trying to do like the entire stacks, but then you're like, wait, I'm so dumb. I can take less. So
Yeah. Less than
doing that now, this is like quickened your pace.
Mhm.
You're no longer trying not to like tip these
We are
things
not
over. You're just
robbing
like,
the rich.
oh, just do.
I am liberating.
So you've now cleared probably a 6-foot area around, like 6-foot wide circle.
Mm-hmm.
So an additional like 1.5 feet around your hole on every side. And there is that small chest that you can reach.
Okay, I will grab that chest.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna put that right into the bag.
So you grab it,
Mhm.
shove it right in
Make
the
sure
bag.
it's not a mimic.
Oh, for
We'll
fuck's sake, that
do-
would have been
The chest latches on. No.
If it is
You
in fact
fucking
mimic
dare.
and it's in the bag, it'll die in 10 minutes because it can't breathe.
Yeah, but she touched it first, so.
Yeah.
True.
No,
What do you mean mimic?
I swear. No, you know what? I'm gonna. Ah,
It's
No,
fine.
it's not a mimic.
It's
It's not a
fine.
mimic.
I
He's already
hate
said it's
you.
not.
It's safe.
Uh,
uh,
That
There better not
goblin
be any
chief
other
would
mimic
not be
chests.
sleeping in a room with a mimic.
yeah, the mimic would probably eat him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the chest. There's still
I'm
tons
gonna-
of gold all over in this room.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look-
I figure anything that we can get without you having to lockpick and potentially make noise that you can swipe, do that now. Before you try
There-
to do anything bigger.
Do I have to roll again?
To get more, yeah, you'd have to roll again. There is enough room that you can actually get up inside now
Yeah.
without disturbing anything.
Careful of creaky floors. You did just cut a hole in the floor.
So
Okay. I want gold. I want to swipe as much as I can.
okay. So are you just gonna keep trying to clear the room, right? As quietly as possible.
Stay
Okay.
within 5 feet of Safflin, though.
Roll me
long as I can get
6
within 5
more
feet
stealth
quickly.
checks, please.
6.
6. So this is just like
Okay.
successive checks to make sure you're keeping quiet.
Alright, well,
So trying to speed
they
this
come
up a
as
little.
double, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They just come as
Alright.
doubles.
So your lowest is 22.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
that's still really good. Let me roll for him.
I come back to see Sun rolling 50 different self checks. Is she okay?
Yep.
We're stealing.
Just trying to
I
clear
am-
all the room.
I am clearing the whole room.
She is being a very efficient thief.
Okay. He
Thorough.
he rolled only one roll that was higher than a 6 on all of his
Okay,
checks.
so we're good.
Okay.
And
He's
the one that was higher was a 16.
Okay.
So
Wow.
you are good. You get
Mhm.
boatloads of gold. Saflin, are you still outside or did you come in and help?
Well, I'm still below.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I could get sightline on this, so that I could put that
Yeah.
back. Yeah, so that illusion's back.
Okay. So
While she's up top, you're
over the next
illusioning.
like 10 minutes, you're just like swiftly clearing this place out.
Mhm.
There are a few bigger chests that you have not gotten yet.
Okay.
There are also piles of gold on his bed, around him, and on top of him.
That
I'm not
seems like a
touching it.
bad idea.
I'm
to
not
touch those.
touching it.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the bed with
Seems
him.
he seems to really like to sleep with his gold and kind of roll around in his money.
Unless there is a very, very valuable freaking necklace, diamond, whatever, I am not touching it.
Okay.
We can buy
Ah.
diamonds with this gold.
Speaking of, right around his no.
Nah.
You know what I just thought? We should have brought Callum with us so I could use detect magic. Fuck. No,
It's fine.
it's fine. There's probably
Yeah, see Scrooge's McGoblin.
Well, and I'm
Scrooge
within
McDuck.
touch range now, so if necessary, I can break this dome. I can dispel it.
Don't do anything.
I'm
to the
not
dome.
going to because I don't want to potentially alert him. I didn't roll high enough on my wisdom check to know if he would know.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to take a drink.
Mhm.
So all that's left now is whatever's on him, and whatever chests
Big
I can't.
chests.
Yep.
How many big chests?
Like 6.
And how big are they?
They're like your standard chest size.
Which is
What,
mimic
like
size.
4
4
foot
foot.
across?
Yeah, like 4 foot across. Yeah.
Do any of them have locks, or are they just open
Roll me perception.
with advantage or no?
Nope. Just straight perception.
Normal perception.
Yeah, I'm not also looking, so you don't get advantage.
I got a nat.
Nat 1.
Oof.
You really don't know, I'm guessing.
Like they're closed. Is that a lock? You're not sure. You can
move
try
closer
one.
to look.
You can try one. Try
Can I
wiggle.
move closer to look?
Yeah.
Can she use her bardic inspiration?
Can I? Oh yeah, I have a bardic inspiration.
You
I
could,
forgot
yeah.
about that.
You could get if you got
14.
closer to them, you could investigate them. But so 6, so 14.
14.
With a 14, there are locks on them, but they seem kind of loose.
I'm gonna look at Saflin because I don't want to piss off Curb, and I already swiped everything else in the room. Saf, is it worth it?
I would
Or
say
would you?
my suggestion would be try the one that's closest to the
Try
exit.
the one that's closest to where we are, so that if I need to, I can dimension door us out.
Meteor, how far away is those chests from where Saf is?
They're mostly like around his
here?
bed.
So here.
So yeah, his bed is kind of here and up against the edge of the tent here.
Okay,
So,
so where's say like the closest
So
one is
there's
here?
like chest here, 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 here,
Okay, well that one that's there.
here, and here, we'll say.
Okay, well this one that's closest to me.
Okay. So you are trying the lock.
I will try the lock.
It opens.
I will try putting my hand. Oh, okay. It opened.
Yeah.
No noise.
No,
They were
it-
loose.
like
I don't think it was
yeah.
actually engaged.
the lock wasn't engaged. It was just kind of hanging on there. So you
Swipe.
can.
Swipe.
Well,
So you have
see
to
what's
open
in
the
there
chest.
first.
Yeah.
You need to see what's in there
You
first.
took the lock off. You didn't open the chest.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Was if it squeaked like as I opened it.
Gotcha. So yeah. Roll me another stealth check to try and open it without making noise.
37.
30.
37.
I didn't
So
say
do you just-
advantage.
No, I
Oh, yeah.
automatically get advantage.
For
For all my stealth rolls, I automatically get advantage.
oh,
Which trait?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Thieves trait,
Okay.
I think it is. So I
Okay.
have plus 10. So yeah.
So 37. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You open it, no problem. Doesn't make a sound.
Mhm.
Now what's inside?
Yeah, what's inside?
Gold.
Swipe, 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 swipe.
All right.
And I'll move on to the next chest.
Okay.
Which
Lock
will be
comes
this
off,
one.
no problem.
We're just gonna systematically try and get them one by one. If
Mhm.
he wakes up, dimension door out.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
If he wakes up, Son needs to dive down into the hole again so I can
I
get
just need
to
to
her.
dive to the hole and
And I'll have to really quickly undo the immovable rod and then cast.
All right. So you open that one up.
Fast.
We'll use the same stealth roll on this one.
Okay.
Open it up. It's full of gold.
Mhm. How many more stealth rolls do you want?
So this one you get just fine. So you've gotten 2 chests. You want to go on to the
Mhm.
third?
Mhm.
Chick, chick.
Locked.
It is locked.
Okay. I will leave that one for a moment and go check the others.
Okay.
Saflin will watch you starting to get further away over there and just be like eyeing you like, I hope you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So she's cleared like this whole place except for
These
these
chests.
chests
The chests.
and the
Yeah,
bed.
but she's
And the
now
money on
out
the
of
bed.
range. So
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah, so she's been
Okay.
on this side and over here, so
So
Um.
this one is done. This one is done.
That one is
no,
locked.
that's actually the one that's locked.
This is the locked one.
Yeah, the one on the
I
right
thought
there.
this.
On the
I
right?
thought this was the locked one that's over here.
Nope.
This one right
The
here
2
is
that are
locked.
next to his bed are unlocked. The
Okay.
one that's
So
further
the one
from his
that's
bed.
right
This
by
one's
Saf
locked. Yeah.
is blocked. Okay, locked. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what about the other 2? Or the other 3? Sorry. These ones.
So go ahead and roll me another stealth check, please, to
Mhm.
try and check those ones. 35. Okay.
We're just
Your
clearing.
your pass without a trace is going to be up soon, by the way.
Yeah.
She can cast it again though, can't she
mhm.
though?
Yes, I can.
Yep. So, the first one, it's unlocked. You're able to get it out, no problem. This back one, also unlocked. The last one is locked.
Okay. So which one's locked?
So the ones closest to his bed are all unlocked. The 2 that are
Okay,
not
so-
next to the bed are locked.
So this one and this one.
Mm-hmm. The ones next to his bed, he probably gets in quite often while he's in bed.
Okay. I will sneak back over. Well, go back over to the hole. I'll look at Saf and be like, "There's 2 that are locked, and there's everything on him."
They are like simple padlocks, by the way.
You probably
Oh,
could pick it, just be careful and be quiet.
Okay. If Cub says I can do it, I will do it.
Yeah, just start with
Okay.
this one closest to us so that if I need to get us out.
So roll me a dexterity check with your thieves tool.
10.
10. You're having some trouble with this lock. This one's not budging at the moment.
Oh, I know something I have that I don't use very often.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Garrett wire.
A what?
The
It's
piano
basically,
wire.
it's like the piano wire that I took that can cut through locks.
It can cut through locks?
It's basically a metal wire, and it's sharp enough it can cut through certain. I think it can cut through certain things.
Okay.
Dragon.
That probably would
It's a
make
pocket
some
saw
noise.
blade,
It's a
is what
pocket
it
saw
is.
blade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that would make some noise, though.
Yep, that would make noise.
Hold on. What else do I have?
You can
You have
try
a
the lock
lockpick?
again.
Yeah.
Each fail will up the DC that you
Mm.
need. So you could try again, though.
So I just need to do. Can I do sleight of hand, or does it have to be dex?
It has to be Dex.
Right.
That's
Try
what
again.
you need for thieves' tools.
You kidding me?
Nope. This thing, like, you don't know if it's like damaged or something. Like it should be working, but you're just not getting it.
I'm gonna give it
Question.
one. Yeah.
Is the chest made out of wood?
Oh, that's a good point.
It is.
Better knife the top.
Yeah, just
Thank you, Nene.
yeah, do the back or the side where it's not going to be noticeable.
Dang it,
and just
Nene.
make a small hole.
So you
Made out of
slice.
wood?
I mean, I mentioned earlier, like it's not a wooden chest bottom. Like
Yeah, it was.
it's been said.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. She just forgot.
You can't call Nene on saying it when she's not there because I said it earlier. And
Yeah, I
am
know.
there.
I know.
So
She
I've tried this lock twice, and I'm looking at Saf. I'm like, it's not working, and Saf's like, butter knife. I'm like, oh.
Zaphless just makes a gesture like using a knife to cut
Yeah,
a
like-
small circle.
You take out the butter knife, cut a hole in the top, no problem.
I would not
It's
do
like
the
it's-
top.
Yeah, I'd probably do like
Or in the side, wherever.
Swipe.
So okay, I will say, in the previous ones, they are not stacks. It is just piled in.
So it'll come out of the hole, and ideally, if
Yes.
it's not high enough placed. But
Mhm.
still, I would imagine you would want to let it do that, let it slide out into the bag.
Well, what I was thinking was if I cut around, like, you know
can
where the
still
metal
cut
goes.
decently high on
Big
it, just
hole?
on the side, not facing him.
No, what I mean is, you know how you can you get chests that have got the metal that goes over the top, like what is it, the rivets or something. I was just gonna cut the in between bit. So you know how you can lift the lid of a box up? I was just gonna lift like the middle piece, so I can slot it back into the slot, so it looks like
Here's
it's
a
still.
thought: cut right by the hinges on the back, so that you can open it from the other way,
That is true.
the side that's not locked.
Yeah, cut the side that's not. We'll do that.
Saflin, you feel past the side of Trace drop.
Okay, I will make sure that I am
Recast?
ducked down and recast
Okay.
carefully.
Alright.
It will only benefit me and San because of proximity, so it will not be there
Correct.
for Curio and Callan anymore.
Correct.
How long would you say it's been?
Quiet.
that
It's
they're
been
Like
an
an
hour
hour,
at this
yeah.
point.
Like an
Oh,
hour.
okay.
And I will very quietly send a message
Mhm.
over to Curio and be like, "Get ready to move.
Okay.
We're gonna get out of here in a minute."
I nudge and extremely quietly whisper so close to Kellen's ear that I'm almost touching it that we need to get ready to go.
Finally? Okay. Oh, good. Oh, man, my leg's falling asleep.
I cut my paw over his mouth.
He's whispering that.
I'd still cut my paw over his mouth.
But my leg's falling. Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, you're cutting around the hinges, and you can now lift it the opposite way. filled with gold.
Yep. Swipe. Right.
All
We
right,
got one
roll
more
me another
chest.
stealth check, please.
And we now have passed without trace back up.
Yes.
Alright. 29,
Uh,
easily enough.
Hold on. That's the wrong one.
That's sleight
Oh,
of
yep,
hand, yeah.
that's right.
Sorry,
26,
it's
still pretty
26.
good.
It looks
Yeah.
like it was the same bonus anyway.
Yeah, it was actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because sleight of hand and stealth use the same trait.
All
They're
right,
both
you have
dex.
one more chest, and then a bed.
All right. I will go for the last chest. I will do the same thing. I'm not fucking around with the lock.
Okay.
Sorry, language. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
All right. You do the same thing. Roll me one more stealth check. 39. Yeah.
39.
So Saflin, this whole time, like, it probably amazes you how quiet San is being right now.
I'm just kind of thinking to myself, where was this last time?
Yeah. Because
Really?
she is like you try and pick one of the coin piles up and it like makes a little bit of noise. You're like, but like San is like moving these quickly and just not making a sound. You're like,
I mean,
okay, I'm just gonna let her
I
do it.
have 1 point less than her in stealth, but yeah.
Right. So all that's left now is what's on the goblin.
Yep. There's stacks kind of loose on top of him and like on the bed next to him, and
I say
I'm
those
not-
are definitely not worth it.
I'm not. It's so tempting. That's the problem. To take the loose ones that are around like his body and maybe a few off the top, but I'm not gonna risk it. And I know Meat is probably really upset about that because he wants something to happen. But it's also, I have to take this into consideration, it's also 2:15. So
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, Meat.
You've also got an entire room plus multiple chests worth of gold. How much is that little extra worth?
Can I count how much is on him? How much is on him?
I think that would be a really big perception check.
Yeah,
I
roll
think
me
that would take a little
investigation
bit.
check.
That would take a little while.
Investigation.
Yep.
19.
19. You're good with money, so you do like quick little math. It's probably like 5,000 gold there.
We probably have more than that than what we picked up already, I'd imagine.
Okay, in my investigation, is there anything I can see that is useful for spell components, like diamonds, rubies, gems?
I feel like that would have
No.
been in the
Just
chest.
gold.
You have
if
not
anything.
seen anything in here other than gold.
Okay, I will go back over to the hole.
Like there's
I
his
will-
bed, him, and gold.
Okay, I will go back to the hole and I'll go back to Saffron and
Okay.
I'll lower myself down
Okay.
and grab the
He
rock.
has no interest in anything but gold.
Yeah,
Is my
this
best
seemed like
guess.
his personal hoard.
Alright, so once San is back down, I will unlatch the immovable rod and put that back away.
Okay.
And
will
I'll be
hand
like,
the bag
well,
over.
we can just walk out the same way we came. We don't want to burn a spell.
I don't trust Meat, yeah, to be honest. That's off over the table. I don't trust him. Can we just dimension door, please?
I was gonna try not to use it if I didn't have to, because it's my only 4th level spell slot. But fine.
I'm just like, we've gotten this lucky so far. I could
Yeah,
see
you just have
us
to get
trying-
back out the lattice, back out the gate, and
Yeah.
get away without anyone seeing you.
You
I
just have
I
to.
can cast minor illusions the entire way.
Mhm.
So that they won't see. And then we just
Saf,
have to not be heard, and that's what Pass Without a Trace is for.
do you trust that we can both make it out
Hey, Loco.
without fucking up? Do you want to attempt it, and if it goes wrong, you dimension door us out?
Where do you want me to dimension door us to?
Back to the cart.
This is
That might be too
probably.
far.
This is also probably when Safi would tell Son that casting that spell would make her have to say it loudly and clearly.
Yeah.
Because it's verbal.
Be apparent. This is why it's the emergency out. It's when we've already been
Ah.
discovered.
It's the
Okay.
oh crap, yell this and go.
Yeah.
It's a verbal spell.
Yeah, and I'd also like to be able to get out and be able to get a message off to Curio and
How-
Callan to rejoin us and leave without sending again and just spend message. Which
Okay,
means not having things in the way.
If you have a head hanging out the bag of holding, can the person still breathe?
You
Yes.
have 10 minutes of air, I believe.
What, you gonna jump into the bag of holding and have her Misty step out?
No.
I mean, I can polymorph you if you
I think she was thinking have Saflin
I was
mostly
gonna
in the
put
bag
Saf
while she
in the
carries it.
bag, and I carry Saf out.
Saflin can Misty Step.
True.
That's just a bamf.
Here's a thought. Give Saflin the bag and you bat out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
we
was
can
gonna
do that.
say.
Yeah, I'll give Saf the bag. Saf can Misty Step. I'll bat out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can Misty
So
Step myself.
so you've just dropped out of the
to the other
hole
side
and
of this gate.
okay.
I can get right out.
So you've just dropped out of the hole. You get your rod back. Give Saflin the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Find a dark spot underneath the
The whole thing's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn into a bat.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
I'm polymorph to a bat.
Okay.
I'm
And
a
Saflin?
cross meat eater, that's the only problem.
Yeah, I will Misty Step myself over here. Because I can reach.
Okay. Son, you can roll stealth with advantage since you're a bat.
33. Because I still have the pass without
Yep.
trace.
Yep.
Yep, you were there.
All right. So you fly on out.
Oop.
Saflin Misty steps out. No problem.
Alright, now can I land? Oh, no, we can just sneak away. I was gonna land on top of Saflin's shoulder.
We're just gonna move. And I'll use my message cantrip to message Callan and Curio and be like, we're out. Let's go.
Okay.
Back to the cart.
Off we go.
And then message us at the cart.
Callan dispels his cannon. Deconstructs it basically and magically puts everything back in his pack.
How far away is the cart?
The cart's a good,
Is it further away than 120 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so I will cast Sending towards the cart then. I will cast Sending on Lilia.
Okay.
Be like, we're heading back to you now.
Yeah, the clearing around the camp is about 120 feet. So, the edge of the trees is about 120 feet.
Okay, because message is 120 feet, which is why I used that for Curio and Callan, because once we were out, we were within.
Yeah, they would have been, right on the edge of that 120 feet.
Yeah. That's why I use Sending in the camp, and why I'm going to use Sending to communicate to the cart.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, with sending, I can reply, okay?
Anything else you guys want to do?
Okay. I'd be like, okay, waiting for you.
No.
Out of character, pray for that guard that was asleep up in the loft when they wake up and the bosses find out.
The guy that's asleep in there is not a guard.
That's
No,
the
that's the chieftain.
The chief.
Yeah.
The chief.
He's going to be highly upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How much gold did we just get?
Let's get back to the camp and then he'll give us
we'll
that.
get back to the camp
Okay.
first.
Yeah, I think
All right,
he's
so
just gonna probably make us count it all.
And that'll be the end of the session,
So Saflin, I'll have you roll one more stealth check to go towards the trees without being seen.
Plus 10, so 19.
Yep, 19.
She could also burn her
Jeez.
invisibility for that.
A 1 and a 6.
Well, goblins, I guess, are not.
You get away
very
easily.
Intelligent.
Yay!
That was to get past these ones here.
Um.
So you read
Yeah.
this one?
Yep.
Okay.
without them seeing you.
Okay, just making sure.
So, yep, you get to the clearing, no problem. San, you're a bat, you fly over, no issue.
Mm-hmm.
And you meet back up with Callan and Curio.
I may have broken the map.
What do you mean you've broken?
I may have moved me off the map, and now I can't get back to me.
It's okay. It's fine.
You're in the dead zone.
We're done with this
I
map
think we're done with the
anyway.
map to
Yeah.
begin with, so
We're good
For
now.
now.
For now. You can always add your token back in later if it's needed.
There you go.
there he
Yeah,
is.
see?
He has reappeared.
Yeah, and then
but-
Callan
but
will
I can
join us
see my
in the
name.
clearing too. Yep.
You're
I
not
can just
there.
see
That
it.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's interesting. I see your name over there.
I
Yep.
can see
You're,
like
I
a
don't
blue
here
see
now.
it.
I see a
You're here now.
tiny blue mar.
Yeah.
You're over here.
I don't see it there.
You don't see my name at the top left?
I see
No.
Callan,
See, how
a
far over can I
ballista,
zoom? Yeah, I don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
your name there either.
No,
and, like,
I
a
don't see it
red
at all.
thing.
Yeah, I can see it on my DM screen, but on my player screen I cannot.
I
Huh.
can see it.
Yeah, you're
How
off the
weird.
map, therefore you're in the fog of war.
Can you see each other's names?
When I
Yes.
hover, yes.
Okay.
I can see them,
everyone's-
period.
Yeah, I
Well,
can see everyone's names.
That's a Roll20 setting. I have mine
Uh,
set for hover.
Okay. So
Okay.
you guys make your way back to the camp
Vroom.
where you find both Nene and Nihon
Nihon.
sleeping with your animals sleeping nearby.
Okay.
Is this
Well, I
where
wouldn't
we
have been
find out
sleeping
that
if
it
she
was all
was
fake
sending me
money with the
messages.
Yeah, I
spell
would have
cast on it?
woken Lilia when I did sending.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to ask is Callan to check that there's nothing wrong with the money.
Well, he can detect magic now that we have time
Mm.
as well.
Yeah, but the money's in the bag. Would that work?
We can
You
pull
have
it
to
out.
take all the money out.
Yeah,
Do
we
we
can
have
pull it out.
space?
We can pull the chest out around
I
us.
would suggest we go somewhere else and not do it
Yeah.
here tonight in
Well, yeah, we want it to be further away.
yeah.
I would
Alright,
pull out
everyone in the
some
car.
of the money, get him to check, just make sure it's not all enchanted.
I would like him to detect magic on the 2 small chests that we've not opened.
Yeah. Just throw him into the bag of holding to pick the money.
I ruined your
I
plan.
don't think
Mia.
it works that way.
All right.
going on?
Well, you have to say what you want in there. So if you say money, tie a rope around Callan, throw his head in, and he does detect magic, would it work?
No,
He has
probably
10
not.
minutes.
Don't
No,
think so.
we would pull it out so that he could do it.
So
We'll be pulling money out of that bag for days.
all right. So you
So
said
we
you
would pull the
messaged
2
Lilia,
chests.
right?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So Lilia, you wake up to this message, and can she respond to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you respond to
We
anything?
each get 25 words.
I would have said, okay, see you soon.
Okay. You finish responding to it. You look over at Nihon, and he's like sweating.
Uh-oh.
Aurora is sweating.
Ooh.
Okay. I
Time
am
to
doing
restoration, yeah.
medicine check first.
All right. Natural 20. You like put your hand on his forehead. It seems he has a fever.
Good roll.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would lesser restoration help that?
Depending on what's causing the fever.
Yep.
If you have something that deals with poison, if he's poisoned and got the fever, or if it's a disease causing the fever, if you have something that removes poison or disease.
Yeah, lesser restoration removes poison.
Yeah. It removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned.
Yep.
Yeah, I think remove disease is a specific spell.
Mm. I love to throw him in the bag to check.
No, I don't think they
Okay,
can
I
cast spells within the
think-
bag of holding.
I think I'm gonna do a lesser restoration on him, see if it helps any.
Okay. You cast lesser restoration.
One disease or one
Doesn't
condition.
seem to do
so yeah.
much.
It does do disease.
Oh wait, either one disease or condition.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
Not curses. That's the one that's its own spell is remove
Yes,
curse.
curses is its own
Yeah.
one.
Touch a creature and can end either one disease or condition. Yeah, I'll say you use lesser restoration on him, and that seems to soothe him.
From my medicine check, would I have any idea of what's going on?
What disease?
It seems like he's sick.
Yeah, I think the medicine check would have told you that it was a disease.
Yeah. He did not seem poisoned. He had a fever.
He got man flu.
Yeah,
Or
it seemed like
paladin
he
flu.
had come down with something.
He got paladin flu.
And that's why he was feeling a bit tired before as well.
Okay. Could I
So yeah, the
whip up
lesser restoration
something-
seems to help.
could I whip up something with the herbalism kit to make him drink to possibly boost him into feeling better faster?
Yeah. Yeah, with your medicine check from before, yeah, you could whip something up to give him real quick. You managed to rouse him to consciousness.
Get him to drink
Here,
something.
Drink this, drink that. Yeah. So he drinks it and then falls right back asleep. It's obviously
Poor
not
Aurora.
feeling good.
He didn't try to eat Kellen's food earlier, did he?
No, he didn't. Meanwhile, you guys are coming back.
Do
I'll
paladins
meet
your
get
them
boots?
sick, but
outside
their
the cart.
deities keep them safe?
I'll meet them outside the cart and tell them that Aurora's not feeling so good, so let him sleep.
Mhm.
Quiet, please.
Yes, Buff Bud, but Meteor's just trying to give a reason why Aurora didn't go with us.
Yes, because he's not here currently.
Wait, paladins can't get sick?
At 3rd level, they can't get diseased. Yeah.
Oh.
They can get poisoned.
I didn't realize that.
Jesus.
That's my bad. He got sick.
Not a true disease. He just had the sniffles. It's fine.
It's a flu or something like that.
It's
It's
an
not
allergy.
a disease.
He had
it's,
the vapors.
It's a sickness.
It's an allergy.
Maybe he actually
What?
overtook some
Whatever.
of Kellen's
Whatever.
cooking.
He had an
got-
actual bug that crawled up his nose.
Okay. So, you guys are back at camp now.
Oh, there's the explanation. He was so shocked about selling the gold that San had to poison him so he didn't care.
Uh,
I wouldn't
that would
poison-
definitely earn Son the Cub's ire, though. I don't think Son would do that.
No, don't
She
do it.
wouldn't, but
No.
there you go. There's your reason he got poisoned.
I
Okay.
fed him Soda Callan's food. That's what it was.
That's true.
I'm
he
joking, I'm
probably
joking.
would have tried Kellen's food to be polite.
He
Yeah.
tried to be good.
Sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
He ate some of Callan's food.
He didn't realize it was some of Callan's. There was some food sitting by the campfire. Didn't realize Callan made it. Went, oh, this looks yummy.
We all didn't realize he ate it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not poison anybody. Do not make the cub angry at me.
Okay. Back.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh,
So you were wanting to do something with the loot?
we wanted to detect magic on it,
On the
just
chest.
in case the
The chests that haven't been
and
opened,
some
yeah.
of the gold.
Okay.
The chest and some of the gold.
You take some of the gold out, place the smaller chests there. Callan uses detect magic. On that stuff, there is no aura.
What about
Okay.
the small
What?
chest?
No aura from that either.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we can say that the gold and the chest is safe enough for us to take without it having a tracking spell on it, because
Correct.
Yeah.
We would see
Unless
it.
there's one single piece of gold.
And all that has a
And
special
if it's in the
face
bag
on it.
of holding, it can't be tracked while it's in the bag anyway.
Yep.
Right, because it's in a different dimension. Yep.
True.
Different dimension. Yep.
True.
That, and by the time we spend it, it'll be someone else's problem, not ours.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's true.
But I suggest we don't stay here and count it.
Yeah, can we?
You're
we leave?
asking for trouble.
Yeah, we'll move to a safe space to finish out the rest of the night.
Okay.
Probably do another rest when we can.
Yep.
And then
So
we'll count it
you
during
guys move farther away, find a nice safe spot, put your dome up. Everyone gets another long rest.
Zaflin tells everyone what she saw and what Sam did. She goes all bardic on
So do we
us.
actually click long rest?
Yeah, you can click long rest.
Okay.
Son
my
spends
max
her
HP penalty is gone.
Yay!
Yay! Son spends her rests, her 4 hours, her extra 4 hours, since she only needs 4 hours of sleep, counting the gold.
One coin.
There was more gold in the small chests as well.
1 coin for us, 1 coin for her.
In total,
2 coins for us, 2 coins
there
for her.
is 52,146 gold.
Whoa.
52,000.
146.
Okay.
How much?
And
is
1
that?
silver.
And 1 silver.
Was there one
Nope,
silver?
No,
No,
there was not. It was all gold. No platinum, all gold.
Okay, how much is that each?
A crap ton.
Well, let's add it to what we already had in the bag, which was 6,768, and then split that.
Okay.
Do we need to split that now? Because that sounds dangerous walking around with that much.
We can split it between sessions or when we get to a town.
Yeah, when we need the money, we'll put it as group fund, and then if someone needs it for something, we can talk about it and split.
And
just have an idea of how much is allocated per person.
And just for
keep it together.
people's curiosity, about 8,684 and a little extra split 6 ways.
Okay. Yeah.
Just from that amount.
Just from that amount. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will go ahead and end it here. Y'all can figure that out. This was fun.
I had
Meteor.
so much fun.
Hey, she had to work hard for those
expected it
rolls.
to?
She did have to work hard.
It's enough.
You
gonna
rolled
go ahead and-
Expected it to, Meteor?
fantastic,
And-
though.
I'm gonna go
And
ahead
my
and
guys
stream,
rolled crap.
So.
Hey,
Anyways,
Lily.
I think we should still be fine for next week.
Should be.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, should
So-
be fine for
It
me.
should be.
We will see you all in a week. Thank you for watching.
Mhm.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you all next time.
Oh, and Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year to everyone.
Happy New
Happy
Year!
New Year to
Yes,
everybody.
Happy New Year!
Because it's
Happy
New Year's
New Year.
Eve for me.
Bye bye.
Not
Bye.
yet.
New
for
Year's
us.
Eve and New Year's